The great fundamental issue now before our people can be stated briefly. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control them?
Every thoughtful citizen who despairs of war and wishes to bring peace should begin by looking inward.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
We should bring our troops home, change our foreign policy, quit these ridiculous wars. We would be safer and richer for it. You have a government that provides national defense, but you don't have militarism and you police the world.
What is up?
Hi!
We're here.
We are.
Fighting for Liberty. World News. Mr.
is-
Worldwide.
World News, it is May 3rd, and we got some updates and stuff for you guys.
We're almost halfway through the year already. Can you believe that?
That is insane. I just moved into this apartment, and I think this month is a year that I've been here.
Oh, shit.
Which is crazy. So.
Yeah, it'll be a year for me in August. The end of August. Well, actually, technically July 1st is when I signed the lease.
Yeah.
But I have until the 31st of August.
Fucking nuts, dude. This year's going by
Yeah.
quick, and this is a very hectic year in the world. Again,
Yeah,
the
and
last
older-
fucking decade's been hectic, but
Yeah. Well, the older you get, too, the fucking faster it goes by.
Yeah, time's just zooming. I don't know why I did that. That's what zooming means. I think that's eating in sign language, but zooming for me, or tardism for tards.
What is eating ass in sign language?
I think it's like something.
It's this. It's eating. It's eating, and then
Yeah. Eating ass. Yeah. The more disgusted the face, you know you want like some dirty ass, like.
yeah.
Just kidding. Gross. So that's our biggest topic tonight on World News. Eating ass. Yeah. No.
Yeah. We got this one might be a little short. We're having trouble. Well, I was having trouble finding shit, and I've been looking at shit online all week, and then for some reason I couldn't really find too much. There's just kind of a lot of continuation of things that are happening.
Yeah.
Developments.
It's really just a big update episode. But in something fairly new, we're going to talk about Alberta, Canada, which is I've noticed is all over YouTube right now, and I definitely want to touch on that. So
Let's do it.
that'll be interesting to
do
talk
that one?
about. Huh?
Do you want to do that one first?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. I think it's the last 3 links that I sent you. I'm down to talk about some Alberta, some bird.
3 links. No, I didn't get those.
You didn't?
No. Oh wait. Yes, I did. I just got them late. I got them right here.
Oh. Yes. Yeah, I think it's a video. It's the premier. I think her name is Danielle. She's the premier of Alberta, that province. Then there's a chat GPT, and then another video of a guy like how likely it actually is that Alberta could secede from Canada. But they changed the law to where really the people could vote for that, and if the majority of the people that vote for that, then it has to go to federal court and stuff like that, and then they figure it out. Canada laws is a little weird for me. I don't understand it fully, but
Yeah, I don't either.
it's interesting.
Kind of weird.
I forget what it's called, what it was. This guy will talk about it though. We'll listen to an Albertan smart man. He'll help us talk about this. A smart guy. But that'd be cool. This talks about Alberta becoming a 51st state, which would be crazy. Yeah. They secede from Canada, become a 51st state, or just their own independent, country, and then just have strong economic ties with the U.S. Who knows what'll happen? Yeah. I don't, but we're gonna talk about it.
I'm hoping we can reach a deal with Canada and do something cool with them. I mean,
I
I
think
don't
so,
mind
too.
Canadians at all. I just think
No,
their
I don't
politics
either.
are shitty up there, but
Yeah, we're just not, liberal fans, and you guys just elected a real big liberal,
yeah.
which I'm not a fan of at all.
I think too most people are good people in general. You know, they're not all.
Yeah.
Super
No
shitty.
problem with Canadian people at all. I look at them
Yeah.
as, my peers.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's check out what
Inferiors.
my inferiors, because I'm American. Just kidding. Yeah, let's check out Danielle Smith, the Premier of Alberta.
Yeah.
Protecting the reliability and affordability of our electricity is of utmost concern for our government, because this is about protecting the lives and livelihoods of Albertans. And what did the feds
Albertans.
tell us,
Albertans.
Alberta, when we tried voicing our very real and serious concerns about these regulations? They told us, too bad, we're going to do it anyway. In fact, they refused to work with Alberta or listen to Canadians while developing their net zero electricity regulations. Do they really expect us to just freeze in the dark? Sadly, such uncaring arrogance is typical of this Liberal government. And that is why last November we introduced the first Alberta Sovereignty Within a United Canada Act resolution, so that our province could take strong and effective action against these destructive regulations. And today, we are taking another step to protect Albertans' livelihoods by challenging the constitutionality of the net zero electricity regulations in the Court of Appeal of Alberta, and we look forward to making our case. Alberta will no longer tolerate having our livelihoods threatened, our industries targeted, and our resources landlocked by Ottawa. We will not accept their reckless and dangerous policies.
Not a fan of the
policies
federal
that will
government.
harm our economy, stifle our energy
Yeah.
industry, jeopardize the reliability.
Well, the feds suck. Every government, it seems like.
Yeah,
They just do a lot
it
of
seems that way.
overreaching.
And Ottawa's just so fucking liberal, and Alberta's just not having it. And she made a good point there. She's talking about with energy, and Ottawa's trying to go like so green. And I know Alberta, a big part of their economy is gas and oil. I think they're like number one in Canada with gas and oil. So that'll just like destroy their economy if they go like full green like Ottawa wants to do. So I know that's a pretty big deal up there.
Yeah, the full green thing to me seems like a big scam. They keep trying to push this thing. Since I've been born, dude, they've been talking about global warming. And like
Yeah.
every few years, they're talking about how the world's going to end if we don't change. And it just continues.
Yeah, nothing's really, significant has happened around that. It's just I think to push policies. It's to scare people to push policies is really all it is in my mind.
Yeah, so they can make more money. I think
Yeah.
it just has really to do with money and not really make anything better.
Yeah.
Now, I see nothing wrong with trying to have some alternative source of power just in case.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I just think mostly it's just about getting people paid. That's
Yeah.
all I really care about.
Well, and the fast rate that I think Canada's trying to push all of this is like a big problem with here in America is we don't have the infrastructure to go fully electric, and I guarantee Canada doesn't either. So if they completely cut out gas and oil, that's going to fucking, it's going to hurt them so
Fuck
bad.
them.
There's no infrastructure for that. Maybe in time build the infrastructure first and then go green, but you can't just do it overnight. And the how fast they're trying to push it, it's impossible, without destruction. But
Pot fuck them into oblivion.
exactly.
Reliability of our electricity grid and raise electricity prices for Albertans. Prime Minister Mark Carney must immediately commence working with our government to reset the relationship between Ottawa and Alberta with meaningful action rather than hollow rhetoric. We will not sit by quietly. Albertans expect to be treated with fairness and respect, just like any other province in this country. Our government will not blindly accept unconstitutional net zero regulations that put Albertans in harm's way. We will always stand up. and
Amen,
fight for our
sister.
province, and we will not let Albertans
Yeah.
freeze in the dark.
Yeah, great speech. I mean, she has a great point. I love Alberta. Well, more
Alberta's
recently than
sweet.
ever, but
Let me go to the link. So, Alberta, 51st state.
yeah, there's talk
Worldwide.
about that. I mean, the next video we'll watch, he kind of you know, he gets more detailed about that.
Run through this.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Word, here's a deeper look on why some Albertans have floated the idea of Alberta becoming the 51st U.S. state.
Yeah.
Should be kind of cool. I mean,
That'd be
honestly,
awesome.
I don't see anything wrong with expanding. Honestly, I wish we could just take on the entirety of Canada. Just be,
Yeah.
you know, be like the United States of America and Canada.
Yeah.
Or something. Let them still
America
be Canada,
will
but
be
it's just
called
like a
North
province.
America. It's just because we got the entirety of North America.
Yeah, just
Would be
switch
crazy.
it to North America.
Right.
United States of North America.
Yeah, we got the Gulf of America, and then we got all of North America. We're conquering. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Instead of killing
us
people,
Greenland.
it's politics. Yeah, give us Greenland.
Yeah. Screw you, Dutch or Denmark or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or Dutch are Denmarkians, right?
Yeah, Denmark. Yeah.
Or is
They-
that Holland? Or the Dutch are from Holland, right?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Beats me, man.
Yeah, who cares? Only USA matters.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So the economic frustration. Oil and gas industry. Alberta is rich in oil, but federal environmental policies from Ottawa, especially under Liberal governments, are seen as hostile to Alberta's energy sector. The equalization of payments. Alberta Alberta contributes far more to federal taxes than it receives, which fuels resentment. Many Albertans feel they're bankrolling other provinces like Quebec.
I mean, I'd be pissed off, too. I mean, we're having similar, things here like that that's pissing us off. Like, where's our money going to, you know? What's our money going to? And I feel like that's what Albertans are feeling. Why are we paying all this shit and getting nothing back? And now you want to go do this green shit, and it's going to destroy the energy sector, you know?
Yeah, the people with all their jobs and everything, like, I'm sure, like, when they rely so heavily on, like, oil and shit, a lot of people have jobs doing that shit, so when they start
that'd be like
piss everyone off.
Texas going full green and all the oil and gas jobs down there, dude. A lot of people would lose jobs. I think Alberta is the Texas of Canada.
Is it super cool? I didn't.
That's
know
what
that.
I heard.
don't know
They're
shit
a
about
lot more
Canada.
conservative in Alberta. I know that for sure. So I feel, and they're most of their economy is oil and gas, from what I know.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but as it says here, Alberta is rich in oil. You know, and it's going to hurt them if they go green. Alberta's the Texas of Canada. That's my opinion. Just made that up just now, dude.
Maybe they have like a. Well, I guess they don't have like a unique shape to their like their provinces, right?
Provinces. Yeah, I think Alberta's like in the middle, like mid left. I think is where Alberta is.
Yeah.
Something like that,
no
dude.
idea. Canada's gay, dude. Bunch of fags.
Bunch of homos. At least in Ottawa. Not you, Alberta. We love you.
Very cool. Quebec, I guess, is kind of gay too, and Toronto sucks, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, political alienation. Federal disconnect. Alberta is largely conservative, but Canada is often governed by liberal majorities based on Ontario and Quebec. This fuels a sense that Alberta has little say in national decisions. Western alienation. This has been a long-standing issue. Many Albertans feel the federal government ignores or overrides their priorities.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I didn't even read that section yet, and I just already had a feeling that Alberta was more conservative, just the news revolving around this. It just made sense. But, yeah.
The appeal of U.S. policies, lower taxes. U.S. income and corporate taxes are often lower. Gun rights. Some Albertans are drawn to American-style gun freedoms. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, brothers and brethren.
Yeah. Yeah, we like Alberta then. Fuck it.
Yeah, you guys like guns? Yeah, become a 51st state, and we'll ship a bunch of guns up there.
Come on over. We'll take you.
Yeah.
Stronger state rights. The U.S. system of federalism allows states more autonomy than Canadian provinces have.
Yeah, so they'd have more control in their own laws, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's I remember when they overturned Roe v. Wade, everyone was freaking out because they're like, they're gonna ban it, and it's like, dude, they literally just gave the states more power.
Exactly.
Of, like,
the states decide, which is still, the people voting within the state to do these things.
Yeah.
So it's, the federal government still doesn't have like that kind of power to. I mean, I guess they do. I'm sure they know some loopholes to do that shit, but still the states decide.
States, I believe in states' rights.
I do too. Yeah, absolutely.
And then even like it goes down to county, like I don't like I mean, it sucks though when you live somewhere like we do and we're more conservative.
Right.
We don't really have too much of a say because we're not represented here. So
yeah,
like
true.
My taxes soon and yours are probably gonna go to like funding like baby murder, basically.
Yeah, no, Colorado's going to be big into the abortion side of things. I mean, it's already been here, but
yeah. They love killing babies here.
But we also have the option to move around. We need the money to do it, but you can move around and go to a state that's more valued towards what you believe, and we have the freedom to do that.
That's why we're going to Texas.
Yeah, woo! Doing it.
Yeehaw.
Yee hey.
Yes. Populist and conservative momentum movements like the Alberta 51 Project and Wexit, Western Exit, have grown alongside global populist trends boosted by social media and political influencers. I've noticed that there is a big push for conservatism in the world.
Oh yeah, this is the first time I kind of heard more about Alberta. Was this Wexit thing? Because then you had Donald Trump making jokes like it says there. But.
Yeah. Some activists point to U.S. support, real or imagined, from figures like Donald Trump, who's joked about absorbing Canada. Fringe but loud. Polls show that most Albertans don't seriously want to leave Canada, but the idea gets attention, especially during times of political turmoil, like during COVID lockdowns, carbon tax battles, or pipeline shutdowns.
Yeah, COVID was a big deal with Alberta, from what I've heard.
Al Squirta.
So this is a cool video. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but I at least want to watch the first part. Like after she talks, there'll be this guy, and he's from Alberta, and he kind of puts it more into perspective of what would need to happen for that to even happen. A separation from Canada. So pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting.
So how big is the push for Western separation, really? Joining us now to discuss it is Eric Adams. Eric's a professor of law at the University of Alberta.
Sweet
joining us now from Edmonton. Eric, thanks so much for your time.
He looks like a turtle.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
So
it's got a turtle face.
This Bill 54,
Very turtly.
On Tuesday, making it easier for residents to trigger a referendum. What we heard from
referendum, that's the word I kind of think of.
Not necessarily referendum on separation. She's saying you're getting ahead of yourselves here. But are you surprised to see that the conversation directly goes to the possibility of a referendum on separation?
Well, it's certainly been in the political water in Alberta, I can tell you, for the last little while, and particularly during the campaign. Some very high-placed individuals, Preston Manning among them, said that Alberta's got to consider all its options. If the Liberals get reelected, that's what happened. So there's some highly placed people discussing Alberta separation. How plausible is it? I think that'll remain to be seen.
It'll never happen.
Well, that sort of brings me to my next question.
Yeah,
constitutionally,
I don't think it's likely.
What would be needed to trigger a split from Canada?
Well, just the beginning is a clear majority of Albertans voting to clearly separate from Canada. So that's the starting point, but just the starting point, because the Supreme Court of Canada has said that just triggers negotiations with the federal government and every other province. Now you're sitting around a table and you're trying to bang out a long list of issues, national parks, Indigenous peoples, borders, currency, you name it. There's going to be an incalculable number of issues that will come up when you try and break up something as interconnected as the country of Canada.
One of those issues that's already come up here in the form of a letter, Indigenous chiefs in Alberta accusing Danielle Smith of stoking separatist talks, asking her to stop doing that, essentially in their letter saying, listen, this is our land, the agreement that we have put in place with you, it goes forever, and this isn't, you don't have the right to move forward on that. They have the claim, they have the Indigenous claims of sovereignty. how might that play into that
This
conversation?
lady has giant boobs.
We don't quite know the
Yeah,
last time,
quite
Quebec
large. They're
came close to
bulging
this
on the
conversation
sides.
in the 1990s.
Yeah.
It's certainly the case that Indigenous issues were on the table,
Massive
but
mommy
not as front and
milkers.
center as they would be today. Our jurisprudence has changed a great deal over the last 30 years. And so the Supreme Court of Canada, I think, would take a different view of the role that Indigenous peoples have to play in any kind of separation talk, separation project. In my view, they would have to be at that table with negotiations if we even get there in the first
Yeah,
place. That's a
we would
lot.
probably stop it there.
Yeah, there was an Angus Reid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up as the referendums. That's what Danielle, the premier of Alberta, kind of gave to the people. So it really the people of Alberta need to have that that major vote to even want to do that in general.
Yeah.
And then he makes a good point that, you know, Ottawa, the federal government of Canada, would absolutely have a part in these, you know, these talks and shit. So
Yeah. Alberta.
So yeah.
I don't. That always gets past, like, every time there's like some election or some president or whatever, whoever they don't disagree with, there's always some fucking state or province or whatever, whether it's the U.S., anywhere in the world, they always talk about like seceding or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Which
we have a
they
lot
never
of
do.
talks here in the U.S. too of like the South seceding and shit like that. That talks happened
Yeah.
so many times. It's like the South can survive without the North, you know, because they run all the oil and gas industries and shit. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas. Oh, sorry. Texas is always talking about it. Like, every time
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
Democrat in office, they always talk about doing it. And then I remember,
it's like a threat. Oh, we'll do it.
yeah. And then I remember, I think it was during Biden or something, or maybe it was the beginning of Trump's. I remember California saying they were talking about seceding. It's like, fucking good, dude. Go away.
I did hear
You guys
about that. Yeah,
suck.
California getting out of here. The Republic of California, which is like not a republic at all. But
No, it's the fucking communist state of California.
yeah, ugh, California,
Yeah, it's the CSC, Communist State of California.
communist state. Yeah. Get out of here. We don't need you. You literally
Yeah.
give us nothing but brain rot and nice
This
beaches.
dude, somebody was like, they were talking about like Ukraine, and maybe this will be a segue into the next thing, but
Yeah.
somebody was talking about like Ukraine. Oh, they should just give up their land that they're fighting for. Would you do that in the U.S.? Like, would you let people invade? And this dude's like, you guys can have California and like parts of like Massachusetts or something like that. He's
Yeah.
like from Massachusetts,
Right. And he's like, you can have the whole western side, like California and Washington, and just take them. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Yep.
Fuck it. Take New York too. New York's good.
Yeah, if you want to come inland, you know, fuck it. We'll give you Illinois.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain states that, you know, just cause nothing but problems.
Yeah. Take Colorado, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah. We're moving anyways, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So,
that's really it for Alberta. I just thought that was pretty cool. You know,
Alberta.
It's a pretty interesting topic. Alberta, Canada. I do like talking about Canada for some reason. If you guys don't
Canada's
know,
cool.
I have a new video about clowning Mark Carney, so check that one out. There's a cool song
Yeah.
about Mark Carney. Don't like the guy. Check it out.
Carney's a clown.
He's a clown, dude. He's a clown.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So speaking of Ukraine, we're gonna shift to that.
Yeah, we're going to speak
There's,
more on it.
Yeah, continue. I mean, it just continues to develop, and it seems like it's never ending. So
Hell yeah.
I hope that it ends like within the next like few months.
Mhm.
Hopefully. I mean, if we could end it tomorrow, like Trump said, but he hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, no.
So hopefully we can get something done. But anyways, here's some. We'll just kind of run through these. I'll do them quick. Kharkiv under attack. These are the frontline developments. Russian forces launched a massive drone assault in Kharkiv, injuring 47 civilians and causing widespread damage across 4 districts. Reports indicate the use of thermobaric munitions, which are particularly devastating and may violate international humanitarian law.
Oh,
I
wow.
believe that's stuff like white phosphorus and shit like that.
Oh, I got
Shit
you.
that, like,
Okay. burns
Yeah,
people.
yeah, just illegal as fuck.
Yeah.
But they always say that, like, they're like, I remember they're pitching about them using cluster bombs, but we were sending cluster bombs for the like in mortar
Yeah.
rounds, or not mortar rounds, but in like howitzer rounds, like
Yeah.
cluster munitions.
It's crazy how war is like got rules like that, you know. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
I understand, like, you know, rules against gas weapons and shit. You can't like gas a whole population. But like cluster bombs, you're just trying to get some shit done. Just use some cluster bombs, dude. Cluster bombs are sweet.
I guess why they don't like them is because after the war is over, like a lot of those little bomblets, they don't all explode.
Oh,
so they're just like litter an area with like
they kind of linger around.
Ordnance.
Yeah, somebody steps on it
They,
like 5 years later. Oh, it's part of
Yeah.
that cluster bomb attack, 10 years ago or whatever. That makes sense.
Like in Vietnam, like people are still getting hurt to this day from like unexploded munitions and shit.
That's crazy. Did you hear about I think this was last year or the year before that, but Japan built an airport. I'm pretty sure it was Japan. Don't quote me on that. But Japan built an airport, and I think it was last year or something, they discovered like a huge bomb that was like underneath the runway or some shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it exploded and like destroyed like a huge part of the
shit.
airport. Yeah, but they didn't know it was there.
That's crazy.
Crazy as fuck. But I guess that makes sense. War rules are important.
Dude, humans love killing each other, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's the one consistent. The biggest consistency in human history is war.
Yeah.
The most brutal form of humanity.
Yep, and men just continue to
go
to war, dude. We love it.
That's what we do, I guess.
Yep. Moving on. Ukrainian countermeasures. In a notable military achievement, Ukraine successfully downed a Russian Su-30 fighter jet over the Black Sea using a missile-equipped sea drone. This marks the first instance of a warplane being destroyed in this manner, showcasing Ukraine's advancements in naval drone warfare. Drone warfare is kind of a bitch move, I think. But
yeah. It's the new way of war, apparently. Drones and, unmanned explosives.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about... I think they let these things go on, because a lot of countries, they want to test their new shit, so they send it out there. It's just testing for a lot of countries. When
for
conflicts.
Sure. I'm sure we're learning a lot about future wars because of this Ukraine war.
Yeah.
Russia and Ukraine going at it. We're getting a lot of data.
Yeah, and it's crazy that they're doing like trench warfare, which hadn't been really used since World War One. That's when it was like. I mean, that was like.
That's when it was heavy.
World War One.
Yep.
And then we didn't really see it, and then now they're doing it again with like modern weaponry, which is
It's like their only means of hiding from drones and shit is they have to dig trenches and shit like that. It's crazy. It's like we're going backwards and forward at the same time. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and they're still using iron sights. A lot of them don't have optics and shit.
Really?
I didn't know that. They don't have the money, so like they're still using.
They should have had the money. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean they get more of that, I think, on the Ukrainian side. But
yeah.
Russia, they make.
They don't got a lot of
sites
funding
and shit like that, but and it's just bullshit. I guess they're not very good.
Yeah,
that's what they say. I mean, they could be good. I mean, the AK is pretty sweet. I mean, it's an old.
It's one of the best guns ever made,
sick.
ever. Still,
yeah,
it's the most reliable weapon, at least.
Super reliable. Yeah. ARs and M4s though are super reliable now too.
Yeah.
Just better.
Just better.
Russian casualties. Ukrainian reports estimate that Russian forces have suffered approximately 160,000 casualties in the first 4 months of 2025.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
damn. That's just this year. Like it still feels like we just got into 2025, and 160,000 people died.
Yeah,
that's insane. Or have suffered.
Averaging. Yeah. So that doesn't mean they all died.
Yeah.
Still.
Injuries or lost your homes, or there could be a lot to that.
Yeah. So that's 1,200 daily. In April, averaging 1,200 daily.
Wow.
These figures highlight the intense and ongoing nature of the conflict. And then here's the stuff about possible ceasefires.
Yeah, I found this one pretty interesting. My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. Ceasefire disputes. Russian President Vladimir Putin proposed a 72-hour ceasefire from May 8th to the 10th to coincide with Victory Day celebrations. Victory Day is like, I believe that was for World War One, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't
World
know
War
they
II?
celebrate
No.
World War II.
Yeah, it's World War Two.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Nazis and shit. I didn't know that was like a holiday celebrated there.
Dude, they were a huge part of World War II.
Oh, absolutely.
They pretty much.
Yeah, we allied with them.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Pretty much won.
Yeah, they took the most, like the biggest death toll too in World War II.
Yeah.
Russians were getting killed like Jews. They were seen as inferior. Russians were getting fucked, but they played a huge part in winning.
Well, and that's their tactics too. Is when I was saying human wave, like that's what Russia does. That's just how they fight wars. They just send motherfuckers at it until they win.
Yeah. They just had the bodies, to throw at them.
Which is, I don't think they can do it now because their population is definitely decreasing. I mean, they're losing like entire generations and shit.
Oh yeah.
So Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky dismissed this as a superficial gesture, advocating instead for a more substantial 30-day ceasefire, which Russia has rejected. I think 30 days would have been cool.
I think 30 days is fair. Yeah, I don't know why Russia's rejected that.
Yeah.
72 hours is not a long time. It's like all these holidays, Easter and, the 72 hour for whatever, this Victory Day or whatever. It's not a long time. 30 days, there could be a lot of talks that happen in 30 days.
Yeah. And I honestly, I think what he's trying to do is he thinks, I'm sure his generals, they're telling him that he has momentum. They probably do.
Yeah.
They probably have momentum and they don't want to stop that momentum.
That's fair, yeah, because that would also give Ukraine. Ukraine would probably put up a lot more defenses within that 30 days as well, if nothing, if the diplomatic part didn't work.
Yeah.
So they don't want to lose that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to give them time to fortify.
Strategically, that does make perfect sense why they would want to do a 30-day.
Yeah. So threats from Russian officials, Dmitry Medvedev. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say.
It's weird.
Deputy chairman of Russia Security Council warned. That dude used to be a president, right? We talked about him.
Oh yeah, he's
in
still
the upcoming
alive.
Episode.
Yeah. Tomorrow's episode we talked about it.
Yeah. We pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So he warned that Kiev's safety could not be guaranteed if Ukraine were to attack Moscow during Victory Day celebrations, escalating further tensions.
Yes.
Here's some of the U.S. involvement in strategic agreements. Shift in U.S. mediation role. The United States announced that it would reduce its role in mediating peace talks between Ukraine and Russia, expressing frustration over the lack of progress and concrete plans from both sides. And then we did reach a mineral deal. Did we? Yeah, we talked about that. It's kind of weird. You'll hear us talk about some.
I think farther down, is the detail on the mineral deal that the U.S. has made. It's a whole section for that.
Yeah, well, I'll just skip over that. Military aid. Trump wants to... So he approved a $50 million weapon shipment to Ukraine. That sucks. Great. Making it the first military support package since his re-election. Additionally, a $310 million deal was finalized to support and upgrade Ukraine's F-16 fighter jets.
I mean,
Trump.
Yeah.
What are you
it's
doing?
Better than billions, I guess.
Send me $1 million, dude, right now. I could use that.
Fucking do it. Yeah. Send one of us $1 million. We could do a lot with that right now.
I need $1 million, dude.
Yeah. I need $600, God damn it. Just kidding.
Yeah. Please. All right. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, I could do it. So this is the mineral deal that the U.S. just made with Ukraine, which Russia's not happy about. But the United States and Ukraine have recently finalized a significant minerals agreement aimed at bolstering Ukraine's post-war reconstruction and strengthening bilateral ties. Signed on April 30th, 2025, the deal establishes a 50-50 joint reconstruction. So that's good. 50-50. That's what it should have been in the beginning. Everybody is getting something. Establishes a 50-50 joint reconstruction investment fund managed equally by both nations to finance Ukraine's rebuilding efforts and facilitate U.S. access to critical mineral resources such as lithium, titanium, graphite, and uranium. I don't know if you know how important all of those minerals are, but I know in my field, titanium is the biggest metal that is used in all surgical, parts. So it's very important.
Lithium is very important too. That's all our fucking and everything, dude. All our batteries.
Yeah,
that takes a fucking battery.
Uranium power, I'm pretty sure. Very important minerals.
Graphite, pencils. We need pencils.
Yeah, if you can't write something down and erase it, we don't want it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. So this is the key provisions of the agreement. The Joint Investment Fund. The fund is designed to support Ukraine's reconstruction by channeling profits from new mineral, oil, and gas ventures. Notably, it excludes existing revenue-generating assets, ensuring that the Ukraine retains full ownership and control over its resources. So, yeah, Russia doesn't want that. They want control of the resources. There is a thing, I think, after this. Maybe it's within this, but I guess a day later. Oh, I didn't pull it up, I don't think. A day later, Russia fucking bombed the fuck out of them because of this deal or some shit.
Oh, really? It was a retaliation for
I
this?
think so, yeah. From what I've heard, I don't know if I fully believe it, but that's what I heard.
The propaganda tells us.
Right. So let's get that a little bit. Revenue sharing. Ukraine will contribute 50% of future revenues from newly issued licenses for critical minerals, oil, and gas exploration to the fund. The United States will contribute through direct payments or new military assistance. So maybe that's why they sent that money. It was maybe the start of this mineral deal. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, this just happened, so I'm not too sure. The agreement is linked to the U.S. military support with $30 billion in aid scheduled for 2025-2026. Ooh, so it's just for 2 years. At least the military support. Part of this aid may be advanced into 2025 to address Ukraine's urgent defense needs. They needs it.
I just don't know why this is our problem.
Yeah.
What is it?
I agree.
Why? I mean, now we're in it we're on some kind of deal with them now, so now we have to support them in some kind of way.
Right.
Which sucks.
At least
yes, we are getting something back, but how does that benefit the people of the U.S.?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess the lithium and pencils and shit. And...
Yeah, at least there's we're getting, it's 50-50, but we're still, our tax money's still going to that. So we as the people are still going to be paying money to support the Ukraine in this war across the globe that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat is being a butthead right now.
He's got a butt face too. Just kidding. Let's see. Yeah. Scroll down a little more. I'm gonna just skip over that. I think that's really it. Security concerns, ongoing conflict, and regional instability pose risks to the safe and continuous operation of mining activities. So that's kind of scary. We might not get miners. Yeah, we might not get the 50-50 if they can't mine, if the war continues. Yeah. So it's still going to affect us. Infrastructure and investment risks. I don't know. I read bottom to top, but infrastructure and investment risks. Ukraine's mining sector requires significant investment to modernize infrastructure and ensure efficient extraction and processing of minerals. But yeah, that's really it for that.
I mean, at least it's not open-ended. There's something coming back, supposedly.
Yeah, it's better than the endless money pit the Biden administration was doing with Ukraine. Just here, whatever you need. Oh yeah, you need fucking another $350 million. Here you go. What do you need next month? $600 million. This is fucking retarded.
$50 billion. Yeah, coming right up.
Exactly. You need billions of dollars? Oh, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Hopefully this will kind of push things. I don't know. I mean. Maybe we can back out and just kind of like get paid from this. I don't know.
Yeah. And there was a. Did we already talk about that? There was like the U.S. is backing out of like just trying to, moderate the tension. Yeah.
That's
okay.
this right here.
Yeah, we didn't cover this yet, did we?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
So this is also interesting because with the whole minerals deal, then we got this.
Yep. As of early May 2025, the United States has officially stepped back from its role as a mediator in the Ukraine-Russia peace talks. The decision follows growing frustration within the Trump administration over stalled negotiations, and Russia's rejection of Russia's rejection of a proposed full ceasefire. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce. I don't know, spokesperson. I was just thinking like, non-binary.
Yeah, Tammy Bruce. God damn it.
Yeah, you bitch.
We're sick of those people.
Yeah, send them to Ukraine, dude. Send all the trannies to the front line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, airdrop. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce, the bitch, announced that the U.S. would no longer engage in frequent diplomatic travel to facilitate negotiations, urging Kiev and Moscow to develop their own concrete proposals to end the war. So they were like, yeah, fuck it. You guys are on your own now.
That's a win. That's a win. Because we're sick of this shit as the people. We're sick of this shit.
Tired of it. They need to end the fucking Israel shit next.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess this is a step in the right direction, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Vice President J.D. Vance emphasized that the responsibility now lies with both nations to reach an agreement and halt the ongoing violence, describing the conflict as brutal with no imminent resolution. Despite stepping back as a mediator, the U.S. continues to support Ukraine through other means. Recently, a critical minerals deal, we just talked about that.
Yep.
So that's one of the ways that we're supporting them. I hope that they're not going to just like kind of backdoor us and like we find out later, like through some Doge thing, that we're still sending them, like supporting their government.
I almost feel like that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
More than likely, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for a concise video explanation of the U.S. withdrawal from the Ukraine peace talks. You can watch the following news segment. Do you want to watch this video?
We could. I think it's pretty long though. 7 minutes. It's not bad. I don't know how long it is. It'll give us more insight, though.
All right, in other news, Russia and Ukraine are continuing their strikes despite the U.S. pulling out of the high-stakes peace negotiations.
Is that a hot Indian chick?
Russian drone strikes in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv have wounded almost 50 people.
Guaranteed it's brown, dude.
Ukraine is now striking back. Its drone strike on the Russian port city of Novorossiysk injured at least 5 people. Ukrainian officials said fires broke out during the strikes in Kharkiv, damaging residential
buildings, that you were talking about, right?
Infrastructure and cars. And
this is that big attack that killed all those civilians and shit.
10 Russian attack drones hit the small Ukrainian town
ammunition,
of
brother.
Velevki in the early hours of Saturday.
Damn, it fucking destroyed shit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
A shopping center, administrative building, and residential buildings were also hit.
I do feel this is a good middle ground.
Striking back, Ukraine shared video footage on social media showing the moment of its drone attack.
Imagine living there, dude, and seeing all this shit around you.
A state of emergency was declared.
You know what I think? It looks like they're just randomly blowing shit up.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, just there's not specific targets, you know.
Yeah, they're just like, see that building over there? It looks like people live in it. Blow it up, dude.
Yeah.
Those people up.
Yeah, that's wild. That's not okay.
No,
it's collateral. It's collateral. No, you aimed.
People, including children.
2 children died.
Yeah. Oh, that's in Russia. That explosion was in Russia.
Yeah, that's Ukraine's retaliation for that strike.
Damn.
Kharkiv.
Yeah, we're just
Stands
gonna
as the
destroy an
Ukrainian
apartment
President
building.
Zelensky dismissed a 3-day truce ordered by the Russian
I like their
leader,
camouflage
Vladimir
pattern.
Putin,
I do
calling
too.
it theatrics, but said that Kiev is ready for a full ceasefire.
I want to see
Moscow
Trump
said
in
the
some
truce set to
camo.
coincide with its World War II commemoration
like a camo suit.
Yeah.
was aimed at testing Kiev's readiness for long-term peace and accused Zelensky of making a direct threat to the events on the holiday. Meanwhile, peace negotiations seem to be coming to a halt as Donald Trump withdraws the United States from formal ceasefire talks between Ukraine and Russia. The State Department announced that the U.S. will
It looks like they're all trying to talk over each other.
Yeah. I like how they put Trump in the middle too, like he's the mediator.
Diplomacy to bring the war between Ukraine and Russia to
pretty
an
much.
end.
Not
State
anymore.
Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce said that the Trump administration is changing the method of contributing to peace talks and will no longer fly around the world at the drop of a hat for meetings.
For meetings.
And well, for more on this,
She's
we
like,
are
"Oh,
now
I'm still
being
going."
joined by Ben Aris, founder and editor-in-chief of BNE in Telenews.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of sums it up a bit.
Yeah. She's kind of a babe, dude.
That is a babe. Hell yeah. Very informative babe, too. I dig it.
Such informativeness.
Such informative. Let's do the missile strike one first. Or not, it's not a strike, that one. Yeah, we'll start with that. And then we could do the reading and then the next one. Or whatever, dude. I don't know the order anymore. I forget. But anyways, so this is a Pakistan. We're switching regions now. We're gonna go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
And
the newest
India.
conflict.
The newest conflict. Yeah. At least the tensions. But there has been an attack on India. We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
So Pakistan is now doing missile strike tests. That's really what this is. It's a little short of it.
Just shooting missiles. We're getting ready for World War II.
Yeah, World War II. It's got armpit stank in that warhead.
Yeah, missile smells like shit, dude.
Yeah.
Smells like curry.
Yeah. Pakistan! This video kind of sucks because it literally just repeats it. Missile, and then back to that guy yelling.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. But anyways, so that's what's going on over there. This is kind of...
Missile test?
Yeah, this one.
All right.
Or scroll up a bit. Yeah, this is the one that I accidentally loaded up, so keep going. Yeah, within... Or down, sorry. This section right here. The Pakistan's missile test. That just gives us kind of the deets on it.
The deets.
Deets.
Flashpoint. Falgum attack. On April 22nd, 2025, a terrorist assault in the resort town of Falgum resulted in the deaths of 26 tourists from 13 Indian states. India attributes the attack to Pakistan-linked militants, specifically the Resistance Front. I guess that's a group. Believed to be associated with Lashkar-e-Taiba. Pakistan denies involvement, suggesting the attack is being used as a pretext for a potential Indian military action.
Yeah, so we did kind of cover that before. That was just that tourist, attack.
Yeah.
Here I can read this little section. Pakistan's missile test. This happened today, actually, on the May 3rd.
Shizzle.
In a show of military readiness, Pakistan test-fired the Abdali surface-to-surface ballistic missile on May 3rd. The missile, with a range of 450 kilometers, is capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads. Oh, no! Pakistan stated the launch aimed to ensure operational readiness and validate technical parameters. So we did find out last time that Pakistan has nuclear capabilities.
Yeah.
And this new
both
missile
do,
that
which
they're
is kinda
testing can hold nuclear warheads. So that's kind of scary.
Great.
Yeah. Let's give these stinky people nuclear warheads.
Yeah, these stinky monkey people. Hairy, stinky monkey people.
Yeah. I know this is another big thing because India, they have a treaty. I'll just read it. India has suspended its participation in the 1960s Indus Water Treaty, a critical agreement governing water sharing between the two nations. Pakistan warns that any attempt to disrupt river water flows would be considered an act of war. And what we'll get to in a bit, that next tab is India saying they're completely cutting off water to Pakistan or some shit.
Yeah. You're fucked, buds.
Yeah. You want water? That sucks.
They have disgusting water there anyways. Like,
yeah.
India, like, I don't even know how they get any water. Like, I hear when you visit there, you should not have any of the ice cubes. Don't drink any tap water, nothing like that, because you're going to get sick.
Yeah, they just got, like, some immunity to their disgusting water or some shit. I don't know.
Their gross, retarded bodies.
Yeah.
They're used to their parasite-infected, disgusting water.
Yeah, just fucking dirty. Dirty. The military buildup and civilian impact. Both nations have increased military activities along the line of control, which we've heard of that. Lok. With reports of nightly exchanges of fire, Pakistan has repositioned its military and bolstered air defenses. Civilians near the Lok area experiencing heightened anxiety, with schools closed and emergency drills conducted.
Great.
Yeah, so tensions are rising. And
we're sticking our nose in this too.
Yeah, exactly. Why? The United States has engaged in diplomatic efforts urging both nations to de-escalate tensions. Yeah, we're the moderating country. We start wars, nobody moderates us, but when you guys try and start wars, we're going to moderate it.
Yeah,
however,
don't do that.
Yeah,
only we're allowed to blow shit up.
Exactly. However, the situation remains volatile, with analysts warning that any miscalculation could lead to a border conflict. Yeah, I did watch this video. We won't watch that. It's literally that short on repeat for minutes instead of seconds.
Okay, this video right here.
Yeah. So let's not watch that one. We go to the next article. So this is just more expansion on the missile. We don't have to read all that if you don't want to.
No, I mean it's just a missile, dude.
Exactly. They're just testing missiles. Is it? It's just show of force. We have missiles. Yeah.
Look at this one has like a tip on it, dude.
Yeah, it's got a helmet.
Remember the dictator? He's like, it needs to be pointy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It looks like a penis.
Yeah.
It's like
no, it needs to be pointy at the top.
Yeah, it's Jeff Bezos' ship. Saw a lot of memes with Jeff Bezos' ship.
Dickhead.
Yeah.
This looks like a tomahawk, or this one kind of does.
Yeah, it's got the wings.
Like a tomahawk.
Yeah.
They're copying us, dude.
Yeah. Probably.
Ours.
It probably is.
Something we sold to them.
I'm sure it is, yeah. And they just kind of built off that.
It.
Yeah. It's crazy. So, yeah, they're testing missiles. It's a show of force to India, I guess.
Fuck India. God, that's gotta stink, dude.
All their arms are up.
Yeah.
God, have you ever been to a gas station in America run by like a Middle Eastern person? It just smells like armpit, dude. Their food smells like their pits. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
This somebody said they bought a couch or some shit off Craigslist or something like that, Facebook Marketplace, and it was like from like an Indian person or some shit. And, like, the couch stank, dude, like curry.
All that crack sweat, dude. It's their shit that just remained in their pants, and they sit on the couch.
Shit their pants. I wonder if they moved to a country, like if they're used to shit in the hole in the ground and they wipe their ass with their hand. That's just what I've heard. I don't know if they actually.
Yeah, then they make food after that. They wash their hands in the dirty water and then start making food with their hands.
Yeah,
it's dirty.
Do they do that when they come to America? Like,
I hope not.
Wash my hands.
Right?
Shit, dude.
I work with a guy, a Pakistani man, and I hope not, dude.
You should ask him.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah, I should.
Dude, I worked with this girl when I lived in Maryland. She was from Pakistan. Holy fuck, dude. She stank so fucking bad. But guess what? She was so fucking hot, dude. It was crazy.
Was it like cooter stank or was it just like BO, like regular BO?
BO.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, something about what they do. It's just got strong scent to them.
Yeah. She was hot though, dude. I was like, man, I might change the... I
Yeah.
will switch to Muslim for you, dude.
You just bring
That's how hot she
a
was.
can of fucking deodorant spray, so that when you go
Yeah.
to smash, you just like squirt a spray here and there in her pits.
Yeah. I wonder if she has a hairy puss.
Probably, guarantee it. Dude. Yeah,
Bush, dude.
some hairy people. The women are hairy, which is fine. Nothing against that. There is some beautiful women over there. They get beat and shit, but that's a different story.
Yeah. That's the only thing that we should adopt here. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
Whoa! This is the last thing we have.
Yeah. Yeah, this just kind of touches more on the tensions rising in Pakistan and all that.
Yeah, they're staging now. I think they're actually staging troops and shit.
Yeah, yeah. They're growing. They're growing in numbers. They're building their militaries up on both sides, their defense and offense. For show.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got news. The Avs lost.
They did?
Yep.
Oh, man.
2-4.
If you're from Colorado and you see this, we lost! Fuck,
Yeah.
that
Nuggets
does suck.
went on, though. They won Game 7, so the Nuggets are still in it.
That's cool. I like the Nuggies. I don't really watch basketball either.
Yeah,
I've been to one Nuggets
LeBron
game and it was
James.
fun, though.
Yeah, I went too. It was pretty cool, but I saw Allen Iverson play. That's when I went to go see him. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the LeBron James ruined basketball for me. He's just a pussy, and he's a little China. He's like a little bitch for China, dude.
Right. I like the big Russian dude on the Nuggets, dude. Whatever his name is.
Serbian.
Nah, same thing.
Nikola
They're all Russian at
Jokic.
some point.
Yeah, they're all dirty Slavs to me.
Yeah, they're all Eastern Europeans to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's factual.
You all talk the same.
Yeah.
It's not racist, it's facts.
Can't be racist against white people, dude. Remember that?
Yeah, unless you're Eastern European. Just kidding.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. Scroll down this little bit.
Pakistani soldiers ready to die to defend Kashmir.
Yeah, they're all in, dude. They're all in.
Yeah, look at his gay hat. From the top of the hill,
gay
where
hat.
his unit's facing off. Actually, do you want to? You read this, I think, so you can go.
Yeah, I could read it. From the top of the hill where his units facing off against expected Indian assaults into Pakistani-controlled Kashmir, Captain Mubashir Raja, I think that's how you pronounce it, because it's not Mexican. It's
Raja.
Raja. Yeah, Raja would be Mexican. Promises that his men will not fire first. But if the Indian military attacks, he explains, as the drumbeat of war between the two nuclear powers intensifies, he will not hesitate. If Indians attack us, we will retaliate with double power, he tells the Times, from what is known as the line of control that stands between the two vast militaries. So if India attacks first, they will not hesitate to just go all in, is what I'm getting out of that.
Wow.
So Captain
Mubashir.
Mubashir.
I wonder if that's instant nukes or what.
See, I don't know. To double down, India's military is pretty big. So I don't know how they would have to double down, I think, to even have a chance against India. Right? That's what I think.
I guess. I mean, there are small nukes.
Yeah. It's nothing that we have.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I really
These
don't either.
motherfuckers are... It's just like, dude, why can't you stupid brown motherfuckers stop blowing each other up?
Yeah, stop it. Stop doing that.
Racist.
That was a little racist, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
fine.
So he continues to say, "We will protect our country till our last drop of blood, and we are proud of serving Pakistan, and we will not resist dying for our country." That's what I heard in my inner monologue. As the Hindu nationalist Indian government of Narendra Modi increases the rhetoric of war, defense officials in Pakistan are certain an attack will come in Kashmir, where Raja is on duty. In preparation, they're on poopy. In preparation, Pakistan has moved air defense systems and deployed troops closer to the border. And he states, "We have repositioned and are ready," Raja added. I already said he states, so I didn't have to say that. Whatever. "And we will retaliate if they breach Pakistan's sovereignty. Our morale is high, and we are doing double shift poopy in our posts."
That's every time they say duty, I just think of poop, dude.
Yeah. So I'll just start saying poopy. So that's a border shot there. They pooed
double shifts poopy in our posts.
Yeah, if I see duty in any of these stories, moving on, it's gonna be poopy, dude. Anything between Pakistan and India, it's poopy.
This is literally poop munitions going off right here.
Yeah, that is some thick shit particles flying in the air right there.
Yeah. Thick.
Yeah, thick. Think they stink now, dude. About to be real stinky.
Danky.
Another soldier who asked to withhold his name said the men positioned along the border were well aware of the risk of misadventure from India. Misadventure. I like how they fucking
Who
quoted
wrote this?
I don't
Where
know.
is this from, dude?
The Sunday
This sounds
Times.
Retarded.
It does.
Whoever wrote this, is this how they talk? Maybe it's the translation.
I think it's the translation. Because they're quoting people. Unless they made this one completely up. Just some random soldier. He didn't want his name, to be out there.
Yeah.
But for those who live in the divided region, there is growing certainty that the two forces will be unable to avoid a confrontation. I'm kind of feeling that too. It just seems like something stupid's going to happen. Across Kashmir, bunkers that were built years ago, the safeguard people from across border fire, have been reopened. Woo.
So this is a state of India, right?
Yeah.
Falgam.
And then Neelam Valley, I believe, is in Pakistan. So that's the ROC border or whatever that they're talking about. The Chakothy, a village that is about a mile from the border. Muhammad Sajid, a 50-year-old shopkeeper, said, "We have been victims for decades. We always face difficulties whenever tensions emerge between India and Pakistan. We have been living in the bunkers for the past week. We want to protect our children." Oh no. That would be scary. You're a small village and then you're just sandwiched between two nations.
Yeah. Two nations of stinky people.
Yeah. They probably stink the worst. They're just a village, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And it's hot there.
It's hot, yeah. Extra stinky.
Sweaty butt, dude.
It smells like sweaty Indian butt. Kulsum Bibi. I know how to pronounce that. Bibi. I guess he's 42. I don't know what the 42 is. 42 years of age. Who also lives in Chakothy, added, "We do not go out to the markets and public places, and we are living in bunkers. People are panicking, and there are rumors that an attack will happen at any night. We are concerned about the safety of our children." I'm sure you are. We all would in time of war. Children's always the first thing we talk about for clout. And they are not going to school as the situation could deteriorate at any time. I say clout like they're trying to get fucking views on YouTube. But everybody goes to children like feel bad for us because we have children. Yeah, both sides have children, guys.
42, maybe 42 is Jackie Robinson's number, so maybe that's why he put that in there. He likes Jackie Robinson.
That would make sense, yeah. They love Jackie. Jackie.
Yucky.
Yeah, I don't know how long this goes, but that's really the gist of it. From
Yeah, they're just
that's the war,
up,
or that's the
staging
start
people.
of a war. This looks
What
AI
is this
to me.
hat?
This looks AI to me, and I want you to look at this picture. Like, why is it Peak View Hotel and Restaurant? Why is that in English?
I don't know.
Kapoor Brothers, and then you got the signs to the right. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signs just interconnected, like right in the middle there, which is weird.
What do you mean these?
No, up a little bit. You see, it's
This?
it's got the same logo. Maybe that's just how they do
Oh,
things.
yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like
don't
AI.
know.
Like, why would this hotel be in English? They don't speak English there.
You know what I noticed too is their budget. You could tell too their military budget. This guy.
Their fingers are
like,
also
their
on the
uniforms-
trigger.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't think this is a
Good
real
job, dude.
picture.
I don't know. And they don't have body armor. Like you could tell, these aren't plate carriers. They're just
Saggy
carry
fucking
shit.
holders, yeah.
And look at this. What is that? Like
How he's
he's
holding
got a
it?
carry handle on his AK, but that's not an AK. It's something else. It's
Right.
like an AK.
Huh.
He's got some kind of
AK-ish breed. I don't know. Weird.
yeah.
But that's a cool picture.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like
See,
the
after
unis.
fucking
Who are
with
these
AI, I
guys?
just don't know what's real. These are the
Yeah, I don't know.
Pakistanis.
These are the Pakistanis. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They look actually more legit than the Indian dude.
Yeah, they do.
They look a little bit more modernized.
Yeah, yeah. Uniformed a lot more.
Yeah, except that guy has black boots. Maybe like Commander. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, there's
He has
3 of
black
them.
boots.
That one looks like a black boot heel. The guy in the very middle.
Yeah.
Oh, it might just be like
They're
something
wedges.
off the tank, but yeah, they got wedge boots.
He's got wedges. He's got like camouflage lingerie wedges.
Yeah. This picture looks real for sure.
Yeah, that one looks
I
real.
think so.
Kind of like this paint job too on this tank. It's kind of sick.
That is pretty sweet. It's got that tan splatter on it. I dig it.
Yeah, I fuck with anything that's kind of tan and stuff. I like the.
Yeah.
This is good for the region. This,
Oh, for
not
sure.
so much.
Yeah, that's like more
This looks
jungly.
stupid.
Well, no, even a jungle
Dark
doesn't. I don't
greens.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like.
Well,
Well,
it's
I'm
got
sure it has
lime,
to do with like this.
lime green vest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guarantee
maybe the
these guys are
foliage, yeah.
more. These are way more camouflage than this kind of.
I
tan
think
than
so,
these
too,
fucking
yeah.
idiots.
Yeah, they look like they're from
is it?
India for sure. That hat is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Is
It
even,
looks like a
bulletproof?
makeshift Russian hat.
Oh, the I know what you're talking about. I wanted to get one of those for wintertime.
I have one. They're awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, they're super warm in the winter. They flop
Yeah, I
down,
wanted to
cover
get-
your ears, dude. I love them.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get one for that has like even like the Russian I'm gonna stop this.
Yeah.
Stop streaming. I want to get one that's got like the star and shit, like the hammer and sickle. Just
That'd be pretty cool.
because it
yeah.
looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
mine.
like
Mine
really
was
telling
a
this, but-
mine was a Walmart one, but it still got like the fur on the inside, but it's like all black fur.
Yeah.
Still has like the buttons and shit to if you wanted to put the hat up or flop it down. It's pretty sick. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I had a aunt that was so she used to work for ICE, but she did the Russian like stuff. So like she's
Oh.
like fluent in Russian and shit.
Yeah.
And she like lived in Russia for like a long time. Cause I don't know what she did some kind of homeland security like immigration thing with.
Oh,
Russia.
wow.
I don't know.
Weird.
But she brought back like some cool shit from Russia though, like one of those like a real fucking hat and shit, and like
Oh, that's
communist,
neat.
like Soviet shit. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
See, I've always wanted to, like, if anywhere in the world that I could visit, I've always wanted to visit Russia, you know? So it sucks
Me
all this
too.
tension's going on because now there's going to be a lot more hate. There already is a lot more hate back at Russia, you know? It's
Yeah.
died down and, you know, at least my childhood, I've always been a fan of Russia. And now there's all this tension
Yeah.
again. God damn it. I want to go visit Russia. Don't make it to where I can't visit. Or some shit, you know?
I want to visit Russia too. Like, it's always been fascinating to me because they always were the center of like they were the bad guys and all the shit that I watched growing up.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's so bad about Russia? So I started learning about them, and it's like purely propaganda. Like they just
for sure.
hate Russia, dude. I refuse to believe that. Maybe the government sucks, but the actual people of Russia have got to be pretty.
Yeah,
chill.
I think their government probably does suck. Maybe, I don't know, but I like Russian people.
I don't know.
I love
I'm
their
not-
accent. Their culture is really cool. They got weird buildings that look like fucking
Yeah.
butt plugs. I love it. I do
Yeah,
like
they're,
Russia a lot. Their culture is really cool to me.
Yeah, those buildings too. I think that's like an Orthodox like Christianity thing.
Yeah.
I think that's like
Yeah, I
why
think
they
so
kinda
too.
look like that.
Yeah, like their fucking chapels and shit are just badass looking. They're just so unique. Their construction. you know?
Yeah, I definitely wanna go there someday.
Yeah.
And like I used to watch a lot of Anthony Bourdain, and that fool would always go to Russia like on his show, and they're
Yeah.
just fascinating episodes. Russia just looks fun, dude. Like
It
it's
does.
just
Yeah.
has such a deep culture of like misery and
Yeah.
victory, like triumph. You know, they have got a huge landmass over there, so that obviously they've been winning a lot.
Yeah. Russia's they're cool. It sucks all this is going on. You know that we don't know the full picture, but we like to hope that Russia's not just the only bad guy again.
Yeah.
Russia and China. It's always Russia and China. It's like we need a bad guy.
Always.
We need a bad guy. Yeah, they do things
Yeah.
different. I don't think they're fully the bad guy. And I know we've talked
I just
about
wanna
this
be-
previously.
Yeah, I just want to be bros with the Russians.
Yeah,
dude.
I agree. I want to rock some Russian clothes and not be hated for it, Like a
Yeah,
fucking
and I want to.
shirt like this, but Russian, just because we're bros,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Or like being able to like open up trades so we can get fucking Russian AKs over here, like actual Russian AKs.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
The
I
rare
got a-
munitions.
Or mine's Yugoslavian, the one that I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not Russian.
Yeah, it's close
Russian.
enough,
Yeah. I don't have an AK. It's more than it's closer than what I got, dude.
Just nothing.
I think mine is my gun's Turkish. Canik. I'm pretty sure Canik is Turkish, a Turkish company.
I thought it was some sort of Eastern European.
No, Canik? No, Canik is Turkish.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Well, Siri. Hey, Siri. Where does the company Canik come from for firearms? Yeah, Turkish. Canik is Turkish company that manufactures here. Those who don't believe me. Turkish.
I mean, they're manufactured here. That's kind of cool. So it's not like it's like got shitty. I mean, typically things that are American made are pretty good, except for.
Well,
food.
it is imported here. It says Canik is a Turkish company that manufactures firearms, and they're imported into the United States by Century Arms. So they do actually manufacture them. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Guns.
We learned something.
We gotta do a gun video too. We like guns. You definitely know a lot
we
more
should
about
do.
guns than I do, but
Yeah, I haven't been paying a lot of attention lately, but I mean, I still keep up on it, but not as much. But yes,
Yeah,
I would like to talk about guns.
fuck yeah, guns are always a fun topic. And learn some shit. We could just research shit and we'll,
I
learn
love that,
stuff along the way as well.
I'm a fucking. That's where my autism goes is guns.
Yeah. Yeah. Guns are fun. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get a chub for the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll be nonverbal until somebody mentions, something about firearms.
Yeah.
And I'll have something to say.
Yeah. I got a lot to say about that topic.
Yeah. You don't even know what you're talking about, do you? You fucking idiot.
Yeah. You're stupid. You're wrong. And this is why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what we like to tell you guys. Unless you agree with
Yeah,
us.
you're wrong, dude. If you disagree with everything that we said in this video, you're wrong.
Yeah. Even though
Tell
this
us why,
video
though,
was
in the comments.
absolutely tell us. We need to know. We need to. We need it. I need it.
Please talk to us.
Yeah. But yeah. Glutton for Liberty, dude. Solid video.
God for Liberty. Another one in the books.
Appreciate you guys watching. It's always fun. It's a good time for us.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's good to discuss these things because hopefully we can spark some inspiration to start fucking thinking about this shit and the impact that it'll have on us and shit.
Exactly.
That's really why we're so interested. It's just a lot
Yeah.
going on that could kill us.
Yep. It's hurting people across the globe, and it's affecting us here at home in one way or another. So we like to bring it to light as much as possible, as much as we can. But Charted. Hell yeah.
All right.
Peace
We'll see
out.
you guys in the next one. Look for us all this week and then next week.
Hell yeah.
Glutton for Liberty podcast.
Subscribe to keep up with all our videos that we're pushing as well. They're out there. Check them out. Okay.
Peace.
Peace.